Hi, my name is Karin Johnson, and I'm one of the ballet teachers at CCD, Colorado Conservatory of Dance. And welcome to this brief introductory video. We're just going to go through some of the things that you will find in your first class or maybe your first few classes at CCD if you've had little to no ballet training. Our most beginning level class is called Adult Fundamentals. And so I'll be showing you some things that you would see in that class. When we do fundamentals, we are facing the bar. As you progress up along the levels, you will have one hand on the bar. For this demonstration, I'll be facing the bar as you would be in fundamentals class. So when we stand at the bar, we don't want to be too far away or too close. So we don't want to be here, and we don't want our elbows at our sides. A good way to gauge this is to bring your arms to first position, or just imagine that you're hugging a beach ball, and then lightly set your fingers on the bar, and that's a good distance between you and the bar. We also want to think about what in everyday language we talk about as posture. In ballet, you'll hear it referred to as our alignment. So when we are just standing in any position, and I'll go ahead and put my feet in first position, we want to be thinking about our spine being very long, our tailbone being pulled down, sort of like aligning loosely with our heels, so that we're not tipping or tilting or tucking or tilting in either direction, so that we're very much aligned and our shoulders are stacked over our hips and over our kneecaps and over the center of our foot. So you'll hear a lot about body alignment, and we emphasize that so much because we want people to be safe and learn proper techniques. So there's a lot of repetition and a lot of education about proper alignment in these levels. So I will go ahead and talk to you about the positions of the feet. So this is called parallel, or well, you'll hear it called parallel, but it's called sixth position, and this is turned in. And I'll go ahead and show demi-plie as well in each position, okay? So turned in sixth position, demi-plie would be here. My kneecaps are tracking over my second toe, and that's really important. My tailbone is dropping down and my spine is lengthening. Even as my body goes down in height, my spine is lengthening. I'm also pulling my belly button up and in towards my spine so that there's lift here. So that is a plie, and this is in sixth position. I'll now turn out to first position. So that's heels together, toes apart. As I plie in first position, you'll see I make a nice diamond shape with my knees. Again, my kneecap is tracking right over my second toe. I'm not rolling in, and I'm not tipping. As we come up, we feel the thighs squeezing together, and again, the body lengthening. As I plie again, and you can do this with me at home, we take a nice soft bend. We don't release the heels at this point. We push the knees straight and pull the thighs up and lengthen the body. We are using special muscles to turn out, called rotation muscles. And so those are located, you'll hear a lot about this in class, along the back side of your leg. We refer to them as deep six rotators, and that is how we rotate our leg to a turned out position. I'll go ahead and go to second position now. You can follow along with me. If I just tendu and point my foot and set it down, I'll be in second. Roughly, your heels are underneath your hips in this position. I'll take a demi-plie. Again, plie means to bent. It means bent, literally, and demi is small, so I'm taking a small bend. Yes, my knees are tracking over my second toe. My body is lifting even as I go down. My spine is long and my tailbone is down. Now I'm going to go to third position. So I'm going to tendu. I'm going to cross my front leg to the arch of my other foot, and that's usually around where your elastic is sewn. That's third position. And I'll take some demi-plies in third position. Again, making that nice diamond shape with my legs. The weight is spread out along the foot. So I'm not curling my toes in my shoes All 5 toes are attached to the floor, including my pinky toes. And third position with the other foot in front would be here. So those are the basic positions. There are a few more, but in fundamentals we will cover mostly first, second, and third when we're at bar. I'll go ahead and teach you tendu now, and this is another thing that you'll expect a lot of in this class. So tendu means tense or stretched, yeah? So I always like to imagine that I have paint on the bottom of my foot, and I'm trying to paint a stripe on the floor, yes? So I'm sliding my foot out as I do the tendu until I can no longer, till only my toe is attached, and there is no weight on my toe. And then I'm pulling my foot back along the floor again, spreading that paint, yes? So in tendu, we're really using the muscles of the feet. We're not just moving our leg in and out with our quad. We are really working the foot along the floor to a fully stretched position with the foot, and then we're pulling it back with straight knees and stretched legs. That's a tendu front or devant. I'll show you a tendu side or a la sakon. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to slide my foot along the floor until it's fully stretched. My toes are lengthening, not curling here. And then I'm going to slide back and feel my thighs squeezing in, my heels coming together. In this tendu, you'll notice my knees are not bent. Yes? So that's tendu, devant or front, and a la sakon or side. We'll do a lot of stretching at bar. I'll talk about arm positions, and then maybe we'll do a little stretch together. So this is called bra ba. So I'm standing in first position with my legs, and this position of my arms is called bra ba. My elbows are lifted, they're not sunken down by my sides. And then as I raise my arms up, this is called first position. My fingertips are not touching, they're several inches apart, and they're lined up with my rib cage, not my shoulder. That's a common mistake. So this is first position with the arms. As I open them out, this is second position with my arms. My elbows are lifted and not drooping. They're slightly above my wrists. My shoulders are down. So those are the positions, and we might just do them together. Bra ba, first, opening to second. As we lower, we would turn our hands slightly and float down, back to bra ba. Go ahead and put your hands, if you have a surface to touch here, and we can practice a stretch that we might do in class. So I'm gonna bring one of my arms to second, and I'm gonna bring it up to third. And I'm gonna take a nice side bend, my head looking where I'm bending. I'm gonna recover and open back to second and replace my hand. Take the other arm to second, up to high third. Roughly my middle finger is lining up with the crown of my head here. My shoulder is down. I'm gonna lift over and take a nice side stretch and recover and open to second and return myself to the bar. After we do any sort of exercise at bar, we generally end the exercise with our arms bra ba and our head direction looking slightly up and forward. That dates back a long way to when ballet was originated in the courts of France and Italy, when there would be royalty sitting up there, and so the dancers would show respect. Last thing, reverence. So there's lots more to do in class. After we do all of our bar exercises, we would move the bar away and we would come to center. There's lots to learn there. At the end of every class, we do what's called reverence. And that is generally to say the class is over and thank you, to show respect for the art and to show respect for your teacher and to say thank you to your teacher, but also to honor yourself for all the good work that you just did. So it's a ritual, again, at the end of class that we always do. Male identifying dancers will usually bow, although that's open for your choice, and female identifying dancers will curtsy. So I'll show you both. So I'll take a tendu a la sakon, my arms are in second. I'm gonna bend my knees together, and I'm just gonna take a slight bend. I'm gonna come up and return. I'll do the other side. I'm going to take my arms to second, tendu à la seconde, fold that knee in, slide it a bit out, and recover and come back to first. If I were to bow, I could simply do this. I might bring one leg in with me, and that's generally how we end class. So thank you for joining us for this brief video, and we look forward to seeing you soon and having a great time dancing at CCD.